This week's guest is the CEO of Cabinetworks Group and the former CEO of PGT. I'm Rob. This is the Sarasota SpeaX Pre-Show tailored by Tweeds. What's up, everyone? I am Rob. This is the Sarasota SpeaX Pre-Show tailored by Tweeds. When you are looking to level up your style game, come on down to any of our Tweeds locations. Should be a QR code on the screen right now. Feel free to grab a screenshot, click on that for some more information. This week, we are hosting Jeff Jackson, CEO of Cabinetworks Group and former CEO of PGT. Welcome.
Thank you. Nice to be here.
Pleasure. So talk to us a bit about what drew you to the building products industry and what it's been like for you as you've gone across your career.
Well, first, Rob, I am a Tweeds customer.
Yes.
I had my suit done by Tweeds back in the days when you were mobile.
Yes.
He actually came to my house, nice suit for my daughter's wedding, and I couldn't be more happy with the product. So
we appreciate
congrats
that.
being with that company. It's an incredible company.
Thank you. Yeah.
What brought me to Cabinetworks?
Yes.
Well, I'd had about a 20-year career at PGT. And I don't know if you know, but we sold that company back in March of 2024. I was going to retire, but I knew the guys that own Cabinetworks, Platinum Equity. They're a private equity company that's worldwide. And they called me and wanted me to potentially help them out with Cabinetworks. So I got my wife, we went up to Michigan, kind of checked out the area, and we thought we'd give it a shot.
Yeah. On that note, can you tell the viewers a little bit about your role and responsibilities and how they've changed as you've ascended to the level of CEO?
You know, I think I'd best describe that as just the level of work I do. Early on in my career, I was CFO, and I had a lot of long hours, and that learning, that fluid intelligence was coming out of me left and right, and you almost felt like you were a gunslinger and having to get stuff done. As I progressed over my career, that fluid intelligence kind of crystallized, and I became more, set in my ways, so to speak, and learning from my past, and more of a coach and building a team. And so I think that's the most key that I've done now since I've been at Cabinetworks is bring my team with me.
Now, switching gears for a moment, you mentioned Michigan. I understand you split your time between Sarasota and Michigan.
I do.
Can you tell us what is the best part of living in Sarasota and the best part of living in Michigan?
Well, for the record, I am in Florida 6 months and at least 1 day, because one of the best parts of being in this great state of Florida is tax-free living. Thanks to our government. Ron DeSantis is a incredible governor. I think splitting the time between the two is worked. I try to get up to Michigan about twice a month, at least for 5 or 6 days each time. And we actually have 15 plants, all based in the U.S., from Oregon, Texas, Virginia, Ohio. And I try to travel to every plant location as well. So that's been a little taxing at times because I'm now a 360 member of the Delta Club, so you have to fly to get there. But it's been a fun run. I've been there about 1 year and 4 months now.
Awesome. Cool. Well, that is going to do it for the pre-show. Remember, when you are looking to level up your style game, come on down to any of our Tweeds locations all across the state of Florida and beyond now. Stay tuned for a quick sneak peek of this week's upcoming episode with Jeff Jackson.
What's it like dealing with a board? Is it anything like it is in the movies? Are there any hostile takeovers?
No. It's actually, again, it gets back to the executive dealing with the board. The board's job is the success of the company. And therefore, what's the definition of a company?
Profit.
A gathering of a group of people.
3 people or more.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So that's a company.
Sure.
So it's the team that's there. So the board's job is to take care of the company. All right, so working with the board, I've loved. I had an incredibly supportive board at PGT. At Cabinetworks, I still have the same supportive board, only because I do what we say we're going to do, my team and I. So, and I'm personally on 3 different public company boards. So I'm one of those board, member dudes now, and it's fun.
I'm glad you defined company, though, because I think a lot of times these days when you think about boards, people assume that everything they do is just for the shareholder.
Yeah,
the shareholder is only one aspect of the company, right?
That's exactly
It's
right.
also the employees and then the clients.
You're exactly right.
So.
We looked at it as 3: team, or the employees, the shareholders, and then the customers. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was our 3-legged stool on that.
But what size company needs a board, just from your opinion? How big is this company?
It could be any size. Your insurance company. Yeah, I'm sure.
That's why I'm asking.
You could use some advice.
Sure.
I use it. No matter what size company, I think a confident CEO or leader always wants to hear that what he's not getting or what he may be getting right, so he does it more. So I don't think size dictates the need for a board.
Revenue.
Maybe the number of board members, but surely not a board.
Revenue, like you have a company with 5
startups.
people.
You got startups.
So you could even, I mean, if you want to get crazy, you could even have a personal board. I mean, some of these like books advocate
It's
that
like
kind
your
of thing.
mentor. Yeah,
you know, you have 3 mentors that you like,
advisors.
and you go to them with the big decisions.
And that's how I
price is
actually
right.
got on Smith Douglas. Smith Douglas Homes, it was Tom Bradbury owned it. It was his family. He created on his board because he wanted folks like myself and others giving him advice on how he grows his company. And this is I think Tom's 80 now. Multi-successful guy. Sold his company back before the downturn in housing, built another company. We took it public in January 2024.
He timed the market.
Worth over $1 billion. He's, personally he's worth, so multi-successful guy, but he still asked me, to join his board and give him advice. So I think it can be private, it can be family owned, because that's where Smith Douglas started out.
I love what you said about having your employees all have stock and giving them those quarterly bonuses or incentives. I mean, it really speaks to your focus on the culture. But what it really does is it takes culture back to your accounting background. The numbers don't lie, right? For sure. You get those many pizza parties as you want. At the end of the day, if the company's making money and you're not incentivizing the employees by the numbers,
right?
You're not doing the right thing.
Yeah, when I look at a business, I always start with the balance sheet and P&L. I'll look and see what the assets are there, what's in play, what programs are we running, what customer base do we have. And you can add all that up, and that's going to get you to a certain number. To get that number larger, you have to engage your team, the employees, okay, the team members that work for you. And that's where the bonus incentives come in. That's where the college scholarships for their kids are. I opened up a free healthcare clinic at PGT down here in Venice. I just did the same thing in Middlefield, the largest cabinet company in the U.S. in Middlefield, Ohio. Now has free healthcare for their families.